reporting from a frigid Mbukweni stadium here in Paarl, where President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to deliver that keynote address in government's official Women's Day celebrations here. Many would argue that there's very little to celebrate regarding the issues regarding gender equity, and particularly trying to dismantle patriarchal systems. We are also commemorating, as you said, that 1956 Women's March to the Union Buildings. One of the speakers here, in fact, today will be Sophie de Bruyn. She was one of the women who led that march to deliver that petition to the Union Buildings, protesting pass laws in 1956. It's also expected is Women's Minister Batabile Dlamini, as well as Premier of the Western Cape, Helen Zille. A very strong message one would expect from those speakers, particularly from President Cyril Ramaphosa, as in that clip that we just played now, the issues regarding gender pay parity. If you can remember, in his State of the Nation address earlier this year, this was an issue that President Ramaphosa has raised. We've heard very little from him on that issue so far, but we're hoping to hear if he'll address that topic again. Is also expected to respond to that hashtag total shutdown march last week to the Union Buildings, where protesters there waited to the late hours in the evening, wanting to get a response from President Ramaphosa to receive their petition in that event. We're hoping to hear from President Ramaphosa for an official response to the nation regarding the issues raised by that woman during that total shutdown march to Pretoria last week.
Yes, I guess the message there, Lester, is coming loud and clear from women that there's still gender inequality, discrimination in all kinds of sectors of society, and also we know there's lots of gender-based violence and abuse, which a total shutdown movement was trying to highlight. I think maybe some of the women would be also hoping that the president might be outlining maybe some new initiatives going forward to how to tackle some of these challenges that are really affecting our women.
That's right, and we can just look at another story that broke this week: the rape and the death of the Rhodes student Kitsani Maseko. They're also again raising the issues of gender-based violence, that women are definitely and most certainly not safe in South African society. I think another issue that could be addressed is the issue of, particularly seeing that we in Paarl, in the Boerland, the situation or the question of the land question and its relation to particularly rural women. Later in the day, we understand that a woman from the organization Women on Farms, which is a NGO protecting the rights of particularly female farm workers, they'll be holding a picket here around the Mbukweni stadium, calling on the president to address the issue of land tenure, particularly for rural women. Also raising issues about farm evictions, and this predominantly affects particularly rural women who are farm laborers here in South Africa's agrarian sector, and that many are often evicted from their farms after working on these areas for quite a number of years. The Women on Farm says that they want the president to address this issue and the broader question of what this debate regarding land expropriation without compensation particularly means for rural women, and also what it means for women who live on communal traditional land. What happens if for that land question, we did have the president as well as the deputy president address issues regarding land tenure, handing over title deeds to people who have been living on traditional communal land. There's plenty of women who want the president to address particularly the issue of rural women when it comes to the land question.
Lester, thank you very much. We'll let you learn to get ready for the beginning of those proceedings later on this morning. President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected there in Paarl on this Women's Day. That will be the venue of the official official program by government to mark Women's Day today.